love more than the Simpsons movie? Myself, Justin Branson, host, judge, and moderator. Well, welcome to Cardinal Film Fights. They liked it. I hope you did. We're now moving from my bad comedy to worse bad comedy. What is
smooth again?
The worst stand-up special, and these people are going to be arguing it, so I guess I'll let them talk about themselves.
Can I just introduce myself first? Because there's a reason why. You'll understand why I wanted to introduce myself first, and like my pitch.
I'll allow
Or
it.
we're just doing personal introductions first. Not
Personal. Okay, personal
yeah.
introductions. Yeah, go whatever order. But I want to like.
No, I want you to, because you made such a big deal about it.
Okay, sure. Okay. Well, I'm Nick Evans. I'm the president and director of Cardinal Film Fights. Second president. I'm a senior, grad student, Ball State, fall 2019. Hooray!
That's all good and well, but Nick,
Yes.
what's an interesting fact about you?
I like paintball. I play a lot of paintball.
How much is a lot of paintball, Nick? I'm curious.
I mean, when I was in high school, I used to go like every other weekend.
I both respect you and fear you.
Yeah.
It's a lot of bruises.
Hi. I'm Stuart Elmore. I'm the former president and director from last year and the year before in Cardinal Film Fights. I'm also the founder and creator. As of now, I am currently a first-year grad student at Columbia College Chicago in cinema directing. So I've directed 3 short films, one of which is called Siblings. You can find it on YouTube. Just type in my name, find my channel, click on Siblings, give us a like, tell us if it's shit, because it might be shit. I don't know.
We're going to have a viewing party immediately after this and just berate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Paige Hepner. I'm a sophomore telecommunications major, focused in video production, and I am the future president/director of Cardinal Film Fights.
Again, president-elect. I really want you to use that term.
I'm sorry, president-elect.
I feel like it means more. And I'm Justin Branson. So, moving right into our question, the worst stand-up special. And, of course, we're going to do this in the normal fashion with 1 minute to introduce, 5 minutes to fight it on out, and 30 seconds to wrap her on up. So, Nick, I think you wanted to go first.
So, I can't believe I'm doing this, but for the first time in every fight I've ever been on, I'm actually going to concede right now before starting the fight because I feel like it is not fair for myself to debate about comedy specials that I have yet to watch because I've been so busy getting ready to graduate and getting all this stuff done that I actually haven't had time to debate. And I will not also be trying to defend either party's arguments, unlike other people who have conceded on this show before. And I will instead remain neutral and just enjoy sitting back and watching what I'm sure is going to be an excellent fight.
Nick, if you could just leave set.
Do you want me to? I will. No, seriously. Like, if you really think that's going to work better, I will leave set.
I've never felt this powerful before. And with that,
I don't know what to
I'll
do
allow
right
you
now.
to stay.
Okay, cool.
Just, can we get a gag order?
Sure.
Okay. Can we get an actual gag?
No.
Does anybody
No.
have duct tape? Do we have gaff?
We don't even
Okay.
have tape.
Okay.
How did I get a minute out of that?
That is that's a first.
It is a first. I hate it.
All right. Well, I am at a loss for words. You could almost say this situation is meticulously ridiculous.
What's so
Oh,
meticulous
wait.
about it?
That is the special that I am choosing. TJ Miller's HBO comedy stand-up special, Meticulously Ridiculous, is meticulously ridiculous because, listen, TJ Miller, I get it. He's an actor that's been on Silicon Valley, Deadpool. He's also been on other things as well. But listen, the guy, in terms of a stand-up and writing his own material, doesn't actually know the term, like, timing. So watching his special for the first time, pretty much TJ Miller's version of comedy is to shout, not even just profanities, because there's sometimes that can be funny. Just shouting profanities is like, okay, but just shouting nonsense. Like, he's screaming in the theater. He makes fun of his audience. He goes like, that guy looks like a douche. And that's his joke. That's it. There's a lot more to that, but
Other than reverse heckling, TJ Miller's also been known for calling in a false bomb threat on a woman, or from the perspective of a woman who he had an argument with on a train. That's why he got dropped from Silicon Valley and any future Deadpool projects. Interesting fact.
He's that guy.
Did
It's
not
that
know
guy.
that
Yeah.
whatsoever, but I will use that.
As much
The
as
guy's
you want, I
an
guess.
asshole.
Who are you thinking?
Okay,
Paige?
so I chose Amy Schumer's Leather special on Netflix, and I think being loud, being a woman, and being vulgar does not give you personality traits to make jokes on. And all her jokes are based on being a lady and having a vagina, being loud and being able to shout loudly and make very strange faces at the crowd, which I don't think does not make her jokes funnier. She takes very weird long pauses when like she doesn't get the reaction she's hoping for and just waits it out until they finally give in and clap for her. And then the last one being vulgar. Obviously, I don't care about cussing. I cuss all the time. But being able to yell pussy in a microphone does not make you funny either.
Yes, you can say that word.
Okay.
I'm going to refrain from using it because what? Oh, he was just saying the word. Over Easter, I showed my family Cardinal Film Fights, and I'm afraid that now they know where I live on the internet.
That's the worst, man.
That's the worst.
I just
Anyway.
want to point out that behind the scenes, they actually gave Nick Evans, I'm going to call him out on camera, they gave him tape to put over his mouth. So
I'm not gonna put that.
Wait,
over my
wait,
mouth.
wait. I didn't know the tape was actually an
I
option.
think he should.
I don't think I should. Let's get.
Could we have someone else tape him?
No,
if you're
I'm
not comfortable
I'm
taping
not
him.
putting. I'm not putting dirty tape on my mouth.
Oh, man, it's ripped. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
It's like that.
That would have been really funny, but your timing was off, as with these two comedians. 5 minutes for two people seems a bit excessive, but, we're going to do it anyway. 5 minutes on the clock.
I'm excited.
Okay, this is tough because I watched Amy Schumer's Leather special, and it is not funny at parts. So there are parts where I was watching it, it's like, like that got me a little bit. TJ Miller got nothing. I think like halfway through, like I didn't want to try to like distract myself because I knew like people be like the argument's like, oh, it was so boring. I got on my laptop and just like messed around because it's so boring. It's like, well, that's not really an argument because then you're not even paying attention. I like really, really tried to watch TJ Miller's Meticulously Ridiculous, and I couldn't do it. Like at certain points, I just found myself like refreshing my email on my phone, like when you just slide it down and there's that little like loading bubble, and you just like updated now, just updated, like literally, because it was so mind numbing, like on how much I couldn't pay attention to him. Amy Schumer's not funny, but I think she has some moments. Where TJ Miller, I don't think he has anything.
Amy Schumer uses the same jokes over and over again, and her only jokes are about sex, eating,
Sometimes at the same
belching,
time.
farting. Yeah, actually, yeah. Maybe if I was still in middle school, her comedy special would be funny to me, but I have grown up, and a sense of humor is not just screaming and talking about sex all the time as a joking matter. I don't think she ever thought out her jokes. I think she just uses she uses simple comedy to make people laugh, and that's mind numbing. And I watched it all. I got to the 4-minute mark, and by God, I had to stop. It was bad.
Wait, so you stopped watching at the 4-minute mark?
No.
it's like-
There's 4 minutes left.
Oh, gotcha.
I gave her a
You
good chunk
watched
of
the
my
whole thing.
time.
I mean, I had to say, like, there were a few moments on her show where I was like, okay, that was funny. Like, I could attach to some things. Whereas, like, TJ Miller, there was nothing, not a single thing I could actually find myself to even chuckle at. At a certain point, he calls somebody up on stage, which he's calling his audience out numerous times, which there's certain things in comedy that's like, I get it, you want to like get your audience involved, but he literally like just points somebody out like, hey, you look like a douche. And just like, that's his joke. That's literally it. And so he calls somebody up on stage and be like, give me your phone. Takes somebody's phone, calls this person, I'm going to spoil this for some people, by the way, calls this person's mom and like holds the microphone up. This is his bit. He's just prank calling somebody's mom and saying, and like having a conversation like, hey, your son gave me your phone and we're on a stand-up special. By the way, and fuck you, and like hangs up the phone and be like, let's give it up for Craig. And like, that's the joke. Like, there are so many things that aren't thought out are just completely absurd, which he calls himself an absurdist, and that his comedy isn't for everybody, which is applicable to every single stand-up comedian, so you can't say that about yourself. And then on top of that, his special is severely edited too. So Amy Schumer, like, I think there is a bit of a merit when it comes to watching a special and seeing the edit points in it. And whether they're severe edit points, the fact that they're edit points alone means that there has to be some bits that have to be either increased more for humorous effects, which TJ Miller's does have. But if you can play it all the way through with no edits, I think that speaks to the comedian's talent. And I believe in Amy Schumer, she doesn't have that many edit points. I know there's a fact to check there, but
I do agree that TJ Miller, like, that, like, his comedy isn't making jokes. But another thing with Amy Schumer is her timing is so off that the jokes just, like, they might be there, but she just ruins it for herself. At one point in the special, she's talking about sex and cum and all the things that
It's
Amy
always talking
Schumer
about
loves to
sex.
talk about. And then just stops and talks about how 2 people got shot
shit.
in the theater watching her train wreck movie. And she just goes on a little tangent about that for a while, trying to make jokes within, and you can feel the crowd's like awkwardness in it. They show shots of the crowd and everyone's just sitting there blank face.
Okay, but my rebuttal to that, because we were talking about that before the show, by the way, it is very jarring. But at least she's saying something. Like, I think there is a thing to say about comedians trying to use their platform to make some kind of a message, which I do agree can be done in the most worst ways possible, which I think Amy Schumer kind of demonstrates that. But it is something. Like, she is trying to like convey some kind of message. Nothing in TJ Miller's. I don't know what the guy, if he had any agenda other than yelling at the audience.
That was good.
Yeah.
Nick didn't
Where's
speak
your gag?
once.
I told you I'd be quiet.
Okay.
I'm a man of my word.
So, I'm looking forward to these conclusions because together, it's a whole bunch of ridiculousness. I'm ready for a little bit of ridiculousness.
How
at a
about they
time.
both get first place? Because both specials are awful.
I'm in a strange spot as a host right now, and I just really need these conclusions.
Who goes first?
Rock, paper, scissors, of course.
On shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is that? A gun?
All right.
Speaking of Amy Schumer.
I think
Speaking of
I
Amy
win.
Schumer and gun violence. All right.
Again, shootings aren't funny.
Paige can go first.
Okay.
Thanks for that.
Okay. So, Amy Schumer uses middle school jokes to make an adult audience laugh, and doesn't work for many people. She yells and makes strange faces, makes fun of herself as the majority of her jokes, which I don't think is like very comical. Not making fun of yourself isn't comical, but you cannot have your whole series or your whole episode be about I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm a girl, and I like to eat and have sex. There we go.
I'm going to try to replicate a TJ Miller closing. Here it is. You ever get really thirsty sometimes and like the guy next to you on your date isn't paying attention to you? Try this.
I'm uncomfortable. Send help.
Wow.
There it is.
Are you okay?
Not only was that an interesting strategy, you matched perfectly with the time.
Is that how long that concluded?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Well,
It was actually longer than that, to be honest.
all right. So,
Would you like me to say something?
Nick,
Yes.
I want nothing more than to hear your voice right now.
Sure. I would just like to take the opportunity in the 30 seconds that I'm waiting for you to put on the clock to say how wonderful it has been to work under you as your vice president and to help mentor you to be the next president. You are both wonderfully talented individuals and excellent film critics. And I look forward to seeing what you can do with the show in the future.
Where's
Paige.
the but?
Thanks.
But
Is that how I always? Is that how?
no. I was waiting for it.
Also, Justin, you have been an excellent host.
Wow. Tears
Well,
to
golly
my eyes,
gee.
because I'm really, really hydrated right
That's
now.
nice and all, but you did nothing to help my deliberation.
Would
So,
you like me to?
frankly, no.
Okay.
Okay. No. But I am in this position with two very notably bad things. Which one of them is more bad? One might say worse.
Listening to that was really uncomfortable. Just like sitting next to it and hearing
You can
it.
YouTube
Does that being bad make your argument better or worse?
Isn't it making my argument worse? The point.
Hey, quit talking to him.
Okay, do you want to talk to me? You can get equal talk time.
Okay, I think that she tries to be a comedian.
That's
I
more
think
talk time.
That was about that was the talk time. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and say
I win.
that yes. Yeah, Nick, no. In second place, TJ Miller. Meticulously ridiculous.
Man.
I just downed
32 ounces. Oh.
And it was
that.
Oh.
well, we're making sure that
You're hydrated.
you're hydrated. That's the idea here. We're just a water campaign. Not like
For Flip Michigan.
Michigan argument. But here's the thing. Whenever I hear something that really plays into my thoughts, I make notes. You might notice that I have a notepad. And under TJ Miller, I have loud, underlined, douche in quotes, and your phone/mom. And while those were all standout moments, and you did say that there were no funny moments, I feel like I got bits and pieces. I didn't get a full image of what the special was. Whereas with Paige, I got the full rundown and voice cracks. Those are fun. And all of the reasons why it was so terrible. So
That was a very sound decision, Justin.
Yeah.
you know, I'm nothing if not a sound decider.
Did I just
I
have
don't
two
like-
audio jokes made at the same time?
Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. It doesn't matter because you can't talk. So, this has been Cardinal Film Fights. I have been your host, Justin Branson, as per usual. And you can go ahead and like the video if you liked it and leave us a comment telling us what we should argue next, or if you think Nick should have won somehow. Please argue that. Please, someone, make my day. See you later, fellas.